Hello and welcome back to 5 weekly favorites in 5 minutes. I hope the things that I've been sharing with you guys that I find inspiring and uplifting has created meaningful conversation amongst you guys, and I hope that I can be part of that meaningful conversation in the comments down below. Davey recently found this band through someone else's video, and I'm pumped because it is like the cheerleader song of my dreams. L.O.V.E. I just think it's really fun. I have never been a cheerleader, but if I was, I think I would love that song. Well, I do love that song. L.O.V.E. by Prizm. The ethical clothing brand I want to share with you guys is one that I would love to own, but it is very expensive to get to Canada. But I think their stuff is so beautiful and bohemian. It is Spell in the Gypsy, and I love that they share so much about how they source their fabrics, where their factories are, the artisans they work with, and I just think it's really cool when a brand can be super transparent with their customers like that. So in the book I've been reading, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Bleep, he shares a little bit about this culture and how we are kind of obsessed with self-improvement. It's anti-entitlement. People who become great at something become great because they understand that they're not already great. They are mediocre. They are average, and they could be so much better. When we understand that we're not just awesome people off the bat, that it takes effort to become, whatever we'd like to achieve, whether it's in our character, in our skill set, in our working success, in our relationships with other people, I think it's really awesome to note that we're not gonna be awesome to begin with, that we constantly have to be working on ourselves to become better people. So you may have seen a viral video that went around recently of this little kid who is in his martial arts class and he just cannot break this board. And all of the kids start cheering him on, going, "Phoenix, Phoenix." And I just love that because, again, he's choosing to be better at something. He's choosing to go back and try again. And I love that all of his teammates, or whatever they're called in martial arts, I don't know, but I love that they're cheering him on because it's so good to see children who are being raised up to be kind and to support other people and to encourage their friends rather than tear them down or just tell them to quit. And so I actually, teared up a little bit because it was so cute, and I hope you guys have seen it. If not, I'll link it down below. This week, I wanted to share with you guys a new podcast series I found called Motherhood Sessions. But before I get into the episode, I wanted to share a little bit about me. I am really looking forward to being a mom one day, but chill out, parents. It's not happening yet. So I think about being a mom often, and so I love listening to things on parenting. I love watching moms with their children, and I just think it's so cool to be part of raising someone into a human. But it is a really big job. And so the episode I want to share about is called Not Cut Out for Motherhood, in which a mom shares that she never really wanted children, and then she got married and she thought, okay, maybe I'll give it a shot. Which is kind of a big deal because it's not like changing careers where you can just change back. Like, once you've decided to have a baby, like, you got that baby. And so she shares that she gave into the pressures of these expectations, and she's talking to this therapist who runs the podcast. And it was just really interesting to hear her thoughts and her struggles with motherhood. And if you are in that place at all, I highly recommend this podcast because I think it's something society doesn't talk about often, that not everybody is meant to be a parent, and it's not just some box you tick off because it's the next milestone in life. And I'm super thankful for these moms going on there and being vulnerable and sharing about their struggles in motherhood and the things they didn't expect, and just talking about it with a professional for the rest of us to hear. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another 5 weekly favorites in 5 minutes. I hope you're feeling uplifted and inspired by this series, and I'm so thankful that this is something that can create meaningful conversation, whether it's in your lives or in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification button so you can join me again here next week.